Alright, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. Pay attention. The streets are talking. This is all allegedly because I was not there. However, I will tell you that where there's smoke, there is fire. So watch that talk here. First of all, I would like for everybody listening to this to answer this one question for me in the comment section below. Do you think that the administration in Jamaica should make sure that every person who is driving a $5 million, $10 million vehicle and living in a big house should be able to account for where they got the finances to afford these things? Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for a friend, a subscriber, because somebody said, SouFlo, this would definitely cut down on a lot of things that are going on in the island, to include Jamaica being on the list of blacklisted countries for Jamaica for its being called a haven for money laundering. Alright, so here we go with this one right now. First, the story broke, and the story said Duane Park police are hunting the perpetrators involved in the killing of a man who sat in his vehicle on Hardwood Drive in Washington Garden, St. Andrews on Thursday. The police report that the deceased 34-year-old Paul Miller of a Kingston 20 address was sitting in his vehicle when he was approached by armed men who opened gunfire, hitting him several times. He was pronounced dead sometime after midday while undergoing treatment at the Kingston Public Hospital. So multiple gunmen approached him and shot him multiple times. Not just one man was firing. This sounds like a hit. They came to make sure he was dead. Eyewitnesses claim that before the armed men came on the scene, the deceased had a sum of money and a substance in his possession. Now I'm hearing about this pink powdery substance. I mean, I said to myself, well, cocaine is white. What is the pink powdery substance? And a large sum of money in his possession. Eyewitnesses claim that before the armed men came, this is what was in his possession, and he was in a what seemed to be a brand new Mercedes-Benz car. And when he got there, he was still breathing like, this is the eyewitness talking. They said when we got there, he was still breathing like he was taking short breaths and he was drooling. Water escaping the mouth at the side or corners of the mouth. He had on Louis Vuitton strap bag and a lot of cash. You can't even count. Both US and a lot of $5,000 bills. He had pink powdery substance on him, and he also had on a gold Pablo chain. This is what one of the eyewitnesses said. It was later revealed that Miller actually goes by the alias of Pablo, aka Pablo Don or Don Pablo, and he hails from Montego Bay. So people are saying, now when did I do in a Kingston? Well, we have a story I come up for now, but you got to pay attention and listen. The eyewitnesses said that she and a friend took the injured man out of his car and attempted to put him in her vehicle so as to bring him to the hospital, give him some help. At the first me ever see that happen. I have never seen in Jamaica somebody get multiple gunshots by multiple gunmen, and eyewitnesses are brave enough to enter that scene and pick that individual up and put him in a them car to take him to the hospital. But that's a whole nother story. Alright, the eyewitnesses said that she and her friend tried to get him into her car to take him to the hospital. However, she said that before they could do that, a police jeep had arrived on the scene, and the police jeep took him to the Kingston Public Hospital. The other eyewitnesses, who identified himself as Mr. Brick. Mr. Brick said that while he was assisting to transfer the man to the woman's car, he tried to protect the injured man's belongings, but he was unsuccessful. Now a man get hit multiple times with gunshot and you worried about protecting his belongings, his material possessions. Shouldn't you be more worried about saving his life? Or Mr. Brick did I try protect the man, fi take the man money, but somebody else thief it. You know them say thief no love fi see thief with long bag, so Mr. Brick I got talk now. So Mr. Brick said, me see a Rasta man. I try take off the bag and I try some slick move. I may have to say Rasta, stop it. But I don't know when or what or at what point. But me I move the body to the vehicle. And by the time the police show up, I don't know where his bag went. We handed over the whole lot of monies he had on him to the police. But I know more is in his bag and them gone with it. Not even sure what else them take, said Rasta. Said the man about Rasta and all the others that were looting while the man was dying. Mutty Perkins said, we need to be more concerned about all these killings that are happening in America. Black lives only matter to us when it's taken by a white man. I hate when a clown-ass black person feels that every time a black person is killed by a white police officer that it's time for them to talk about black on black crime. We already know that exists, but I know that we are dealing with right now. So move your mama, you know what, and go sit down over there, so. Alright, Logic to JA said, I just had that conversation with a friend, you know, and people can't just see someone's things and not take it in an accident or situation. This is something that's very common in Jamaica. A man get shot down, somebody go draw away him wallet and run about them business. Woman get licked down by a car, somebody take up her handbag, gone with her purse and everything in it and all that. Iceman said, boy, some Jamaicans, they are no better than vultures. Instead of them trying to assist you, their sole intervention or intention is to see that the possession that you got, steal it from you. Are they making a video for social, or they're making videos for social media? Those precious seconds lost can determine if an injured person lives or dies. And what about ambulance service with trained EMTs? Somebody said, talk about that please, SouFLoTV, a virgin link from England yesterday, and he said, SouFlo, you don't notice that on most accident scenes in Jamaica, we never see first responders. We never see EMT workers, emergency medical technicians jumping out of woo-woo, wailing sirens on a ambulance, trained to treat gunshot wound victims, trained to treat trauma victims, and they arrive at the scene in record time. It never happens. Most of what we see is police officers arriving in an open back pickup and them just sling the people them like old luggage, fling them in at the back and carry them gone to hospital. Now, it's 2020. We are moving into 2021 soon, and you're telling me that in modern days like this, that is how our first responder system works. Please do a video on that. Well, people, I will do a video on that at another time. And the girl will come to talk about and this brother here. So, it apparently has been said that Pablo Don or Pablo is actually from Mobile and something in a something. Meaning, this business, yeah, remember I started the video out in the beginning, you know, saying, do you think that it should be implemented where if a person on the island owns a lot of possessions that are worth a whole lot of money, that individual should be pressed by law enforcement or by the system to report and show the paper trail of how you came to acquire a $5 million, $6 million, $7, $10 million car and a big mansion. You don't have no job. You have no record of ever holding employment anywhere. You don't have any businesses, whether in or out of your name, but you own all these things. How is it happening, man? Is what we're trying to say. And if you follow that trail, then you will be led to, but you know what? I don't think that is going to happen, because that would lead to a lot of people that don't want that stuff being led to them. And it is my guess that what we see is the lower part of the spectrum, because those who are higher up are making 10, 15, 20, 100 times more than what their henchmen are making. Anyhow, I just wanted you to answer that question in the comment section below. Now, after Pablo Don's death, shot up in his brand new Mercedes Benz, came another death, and the headlines said that this young lady, let me read the headlines too, no? Now, I am taking this straight from Jamaica Women and Children Murdered. And this is actually a this is actually a social media site. And on the social media site, you can actually find all the women and children that have gotten this same ending listed on here. And their story was as well. So June 6th, sunset June 6, 2020. Boy, the woman get found in our car trunk here, so I saw the story go. So let's take it from the loop. And the story from the loop says, grisly discovery of a woman's body in a car trunk in downtown Kingston. It was a grisly find in downtown Kingston in the vicinity of Waterfront on Tuesday, June 4th, as police discovered a bloodied body that was also gagged of a female in the trunk of a car. Now, here's the thing. The condition in which this young lady left this life is just sad to see. Okay, because you can imagine her mouth was gagged. You can imagine the torture that she went through and all that. Now, looking into people's comments, okay, the story is right here. I was trying to pull it up, and it says that the deceased woman had been identified as Michelle Myrie of Grand Spence, St. Andrew. Police investigators on the scene reported that the body had been gagged and there was a wound to her face. Now, I don't know if that wound to her face was a gunshot wound or a chop wound. I don't know if that's the wound that actually caused her to die, or if she died from asphyxiation because she was gagged and tortured. But anyways, she ended up dead. Persons on the scene expressed the belief that she had been stabbed to death and that her body was abandoned at the location where it was found. So they're saying that's not where the actual crime happened. It happened somewhere else, but them just come fling her there. So on Friday, several reports emerged on social media labeling the deceased woman as having been an associate of the man who was shot dead in his Mercedes Benz in St. Andrew earlier that week. Y'all see the connection now. The Corporate Communications Unit, the police information arm, did not collaborate or corroborate the social media reports because, of course, their investigations are ongoing. They said, however, that we can confirm that the woman is dead and that Elliston Road police are investigating a representative of Elliston Road police are investigating, and this is what a representative of the CCU told the Loop News that day. In the meantime, friends and family of the deceased woman mourn her death, and one of her family members said that today is a sad day for the family as we mourn the passing of my cousin Michelle Myrie, who was brutally killed. Today my heart is grieving. Please remember me and my family in your prayers. Thank you. A family member said in a post on Facebook. All right, Nicola said, killing fields of Jamaica, boy. Guest number 3 says, and it won't stop. George Get Facey says, telling about mix up, man. It's okay not to have friends if you see that they are in mix up, or even just the fact that you associate yourself with certain people, you are in danger. Not keeping too much friends can be a little lonely. But in the long run, it pays. You stand a better chance of not being slaughtered by their cronies. And we've always said that. Watch your friend them where you keep. My granny always say, friend we carry you go there, but them won't bring you come back. So no make no friend carry you which part you can bring yourself come back from, because we've seen that many times over and over before. Now, as I go over to another popular site which is called Pink Wall, the talk over there, I'm just going to read 2 comments and then I'm going to say, because I got told that this is a whole scamming and robbery thing. Now, remember I said at the beginning of the video, this is all alleged because I was not there. But the streets are talking and this is what they're saying. Mia says, me not like comment on these things, you know, especially when it look like some mix-up going. But how doesn't anyone at least give police the criminal's description? Clearly, they saw when the 2 youth them park the car and walk away. That's why they had suspicions and searched it. Anyway, RIP. I don't know what you do, but it's sad. I always say, me not send myself for nobody. Them not just kill her for no reason. It have to be something. I wish it never have to result in her losing her life. Shaking my head. R.I.P. baby girl, R.I.P. baby girl, rest in power baby girl. Those are 3 more comments, and then Kerry says, Ja, and them things here happening when you mix up yourself with scammer man, you know. Money deal no go down right, so them take her life. Maybe her soul, may her soul rest in peace. Chrissy says, it's sad, but I figured that there was something behind it. She was killed with so much rage. I hope our spirit rests. But trust me, only one way out of that, you know. Shaking my head, sadly. In other words, she says there's only one way out of the scamming thing when you mess up the people their money, you know. And is they're coming for your head. Alright? We're going to read a few more comments and then I'm going to tell you exactly what the streets have told us. Okay, so most of you call inner city young girl, please stop mess with these bleach out wannabe Batman killy boys. This is what a comment from Anonymous said. Pro said a hype left them a run down, you know. Sad, but nobody no want to work hard and wait them turn anymore. So people are having their presumptions. Anonymous also says, such a small girl, and they had to shoot and stab her. Wow. May you rest in peace, young lady. Gone much too soon. Jamaica has become a place of vanity and selfless killings. Nobody can't normal again. If you bleach or have certain gears and money, you're not saying nothing. That's why so many of the youths turn to scamming, devil worshipping and so on. It is so sad. Now, I want y'all to remember, nowhere in the so-called accredited papers, news entities did it ever say she was shot and then stabbed. So I want to know. But like I said, people out there, they see more, and we've now come to realize that a lot of the times the news media doesn't even get it right. Them give you half of the information because that's all they have. And then people on the scene have the real information, but them rather put it on social media in chat rooms than to actually give it to the police them for whatever reasons there might be. Anonymous said, you are right, but vanity is not the main reason. It's extremely high cost of living down here in Jamaica and income inequality. Rest in peace, Michi. Somebody responded and said, people like you are why the country is in a state that it is in. You expect people to sit down in a poverty in a Jamaica while the politicians them lean back and rock away the wealth of the country and set a system where most people in Jamaica not earning enough to buy a piece of land, much less a house. People have to do what they have to do to survive. Income inequality is at the highest levels it has ever been in Jamaica since slavery. Everything is sky high. Rent, food, clothes, property prices, etc. And wages are non-existent. Them low and stagnant. So in other words, you see what a person there said. People have to do what them have to do. So them not to knock the scamming if a scamming, them not to knock the robbery or the drug dealing if a that, because everything is sky high. Sasha said, but wait, now she did have a white man. So who the scammer boy she make set up her life? Me hear people talk say her man rob man and it she get killed for. Me no wish death pan her soul. Them never have to kill her. A Moby me there. And here this a mix up a go on. So Sasha is in Moby and she hear it a go on in a Kingston. She hear it a go on in a Moby. So the brother rob somebody. Them scammer money. And the thing never share out properly. And the heat catch him down a Moby. And him take away himself and went to Kingston. But you know Jamaica is a very small island. So somebody have to do is say, yo dog, I told him there now. Go for the food there. And the killy them roll out and him get slapped away. And that is the story that we have been getting. How she get mixed up in it now, we don't know. We are hearing that she was just collateral damage because the people them are looking for something that she might have known where it's at. I don't know if it's scamming record like books with phone numbers and all that, or I don't know if it's cash money or whatever it is, but that is how she came into it. You know what I'm saying? It's obviously not a case of if you can't catch Quaco, catch him shot, because he went before she did. So if he was the main target and they got him, there would have been no reason to go after her. Unless them feel like, say, she know more than they want her to know or are comfortable with, like she know who kill him, she know why them kill him and all these things, and to tie up loose ends and leave no worries for the future. Police are come knock on my door because she decides say she want to get up one day and go talk, go get rid of that girl then. And that was done like that. That is the story we're getting. Anonymous says apparently she was linked with the scammer boy from Montego Bay who migrated to Kingston and was murdered in his Mercedes-Benz on Wednesday. His name is Pablo. We call him Pablo Don. The rumors is saying that her death was linked to his death. Pablo Don was flashing a whole lot of US dollars on social media just hours before he was killed. And it looked like he was running away from things in Mobay. Now, if you are running from things, you know, keep a low profile one, but on social media flossing, and that also we were told that he was last seen flashing a rather large sum of money on social media and showing off his new Benz and all these things, hype, and they came for him. I'm going to leave this one right there, so leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. And usually when we do these stories, we actually get people on the ground, sometimes eyewitnesses who can give an account. But like we said before, just don't want to talk to police because for whatever the reason is, they don't want to. So I will be combing through my comment section to see who left some hot tea. It's SouFLoTV, man. May their souls rest in peace. People, remember, watch the company where you keep, because it could mean your life. Alright? And as we have always championed on SouFLoTV, I know that things rough out there now, so I don't knock a man for the way him feed him family, because I always tell people this: if he is not able to feed his family or his bills can't pay, him can't come knock my door and say, SouFLo, please pay my bills for me this month, because I can't. I simply can't. I have a family of my own to take care of, right? So I don't knock a man for the way he make him living, for take care of him family and these things, if that is what him a do with the money. But some of them people here just get the money just for floss, yeah, sir. And boy, at the end of the day, me rather go work my little 9 to 5, or me rather be an entrepreneur where me have to get up from 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and I don't go to sleep or rest until 11, 12 o'clock at night, because me I look it, but me I look at honest bread. And I don't have to worry about looking over my shoulders, who I go kick off my door, who are gonna grab me out a road because me not owe nobody nothing and my conscience clean. We lead by example. Alright? Manners and respect, everybody. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.